All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's Division I volleyball match between the visiting Windham Jaguars and the Goffstown Grizzlies. This is Matt Kennerson, and joining me tonight is Marty Kelly.
Hey, Matt.
The teams are warming up now, but I wanted to talk about the record situation. Windham and Goffstown both are sitting with 4 and 5 records in 7th and 8th place in the standings right now. The top 8 teams will have home playoff games, so there are really nice implications for Goffstown that they can stay in that top 8. The 5 losses for each team have been to the same exact teams. They've lost to the top teams in the league right now. The combined record of the teams that both Goffstown and Windham have lost to this year is 48-6, including a 13-0 Timberlane team. So it's been this should be a very interesting match. Two evenly matched teams. Windham is coming off of 3 straight losses against Girton, Pinkerton, and Hollis Brookline, and Goffstown's coming off a win last night in straight sets against Londonderry. So again, it should be a very entertaining match for tonight. We're going to let the players warm up for a few more minutes and then start the first game here. We'll see you in a few minutes. All right, we're back here for the match between the visiting Windham Jaguars and Goffstown Grizzlies. I'm going to start game 1 here. Again, this is Matt Kennerson with Marty Kelly.
GTV8, the Ocho. This is going to be a good game today, Matt.
Yeah, it should.
Two closely matched teams.
Absolutely. You know, kind of having beaten some of the same opponents and having lost to the same opponents. Yeah, it should be interesting. So it looks
going into their pregame dance.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have Alex Kelly on the outside, Jacob Britton-Doucette in the middle, Noah Rapazzo setter, Garrett Gifford in the DS, Jack Belmore is the other outside, and Pat Mannion right now in the back row as the DS. Ooh. First point to Windham. We'll have to watch out to see if Jack Belmore and Britton-Doucette and Noah can get this together. Last night in the game, they did a cross where it just worked out perfectly. It was a perfect pass. All of them were in the right positions to pull this play off, where BD faked to the outside like he was going to hit it from the outside. Noah did a back set, and Belmore came around him like a slide to put it down for the kill. It was a beautifully executed play. We'll have to watch for that again tonight.
That'd be good to see.
Good passing. Set to the middle. Good dig from the.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep, good dig from the Windham libero. Setter just couldn't get to it. There's a pretty good rally there. So as they rotated earlier, now Collimore's in the game to play from that hit from that right side.
Nice serve from Rapazzo.
They're going to call that a carry on the setter.
(3-1) Goffstown right now.
Big swing, but we got a block up on it.
Nice block. Oh.
Yeah, he knew it. Rapazzo knew it. He should have taken that ball. He could have gotten to it. But that's all right. It's early, 3-2. They'll work those communication kinks out. Just from the beginning of the season till now, just what a huge difference in the defense and the passing that's been happening with the boys team.
And you can even see it, just like you said, in each game. It starts off sometimes a little shaky, a little rough, and they get it together pretty quickly. Kelly serving.
Good pass. There's a set to the outside. Off the block. Good cover from Windham. Look at that pass. Nice set. Left-handed tip. Push.
Nice.
Down right to the block. Yeah, they're playing really, really well so far.
Yep.
Oh, didn't want to make it. Good pass. Backside to the right side. Beatty hitting from the right side there. Touch on the block, but nope, just couldn't get that pass up. Outside set, off the block, down for a kill. It's good to see him swinging early. Players will rotate with that side out, and the freshman Isaac Borges will check into the game, and he'll get his 3 rotations in the front row in the middle blocker position.
Serve long.
Yeah, they'll calm down with those two.
Yeah.
Get them out of your system now when it's early. Nice kill again from Belmore, hitting that one from the middle. Pat Mannion checking in to serve and play that DS role for the opposite. So now Rapazzo's in the front row, so he can attack the ball. He's got Borges and Belmore as his targets. The ball's alive off the ceiling, couldn't get to it.
Mid-court collision there. Need to give the boys helmets now.
Nice set to the outside again. Tipped it right over the block down. It's not as pretty and not as exciting as that slam down for the kill, but it's the same result.
It doesn't need to be pretty.
Yeah, it's that good pass, the good set. Tip earns a point.
Yeah. Oh, a jump and a miss.
Yeah, and they'll work. It's early. They'll work that timing out too.
Yeah.
So now the Goffstown defense is going to have to be aware of that short set to the middle. Just a little bit long.
Oh.
So you're back for this game tonight.
Back
we
for this
had
game
we had the
tonight.
better half filling in last night. How'd she like doing it?
She enjoyed listening to you and learning stuff.
Yeah, she did awesome. It's always good to have different parents up here, but so we put the Kelly conjecture to the test last night too.
How'd it go?
It did. You know, Goffstown won in straight sets, so they were the first to 20.
First to 20
on all
does
three.
it.
Oh, mistake there. He should have let that go, but
Yep.
I mean, sometimes that ball's coming so fast, and you've got tenths of a second to decide whether you're going to go after it or not.
I think your automatic reaction is to go for it, generally.
Good defensive cover from Mannion there. Oh, tried for that pancake. That's kind of a really cool play when the players, you know, they're diving for that ball and they just stick their hand out, palm down, and try to have the hand on the floor and get the ball to land right on top of it. And generally it's making, you know, contact with the hand up being on the floor. There's a lot of energy back into that bounce back up and usually can get a second play off of it. Oh, big block from Windham. The right side and the middle were right together on that, jumped in perfect time together, and it happens.
That was a nice one.
But the only solution to that is more swinging. Back row attack from Belmore. Was there a touch? Nope, hit long, no touch.
Tied up now, 11-11. I think this seems like it's going to be a point-for-point kind of game. They do seem very closely matched.
Yep, that was a legal block there. It was an attack, and it's a little bit of overpass on the recovery. Back row attack from Windham here, little roll shot. He tried to throw it, but just got it down into the net. Probably a really good choice for a timeout. They, like you said before, Marty, they have been going back and forth point for point and getting out to that a little 2-point lead here. And this is that phase of the game where a team can get a little run, and all of a sudden it's another 3-point run. It's 16-11. That's right. It becomes harder and harder to recover from.
Yep.
So get their heads cleared and get them back in the game and focus on the next point.
Right.
Go to the outside to BD. Windham serving again, 14-11 lead. Good pass, good set. Nice. Oh, wow. Excellent defensive play, yeah. Then a tip from BD in the middle. That was a nice swing by Alex, and it was off the block, but, man, there was some really good defensive dives there and coverage, and just that off that arm to chicken wing it back over for a free ball to Goffstown, but that was a really nice swing by Alex, hitting from the middle. Collymore checks back in to hit from that right side with Rapazzo serving.
Oh,
yeah, nice that little roll shot. They're expecting those big swings, but it's kind of like a changeup in baseball.
Right.
Instead of the fastball coming down for that big kill, it's that roll shot. It's that changeup.
Yep.
Out of rotation. I didn't see that. So.
Do you know who was out?
Yeah, I think Noah might have been a little too close to Alex and been in front of him.
Ah, right.
Because Alex is a front row player at this point.
Yep.
Noah's a back row player, so in that serve receive, he must be behind him. But then as soon as the ball is hit, he can get into his position. That was a pretty intense topspin serve there from Windham. Double hit on the setter call. All right, 17-13. See here, all of a sudden you get that little run going, and now it's a 4-point differential.
Right.
But we got Mr. Consistent here for serving.
Yeah, the one he dropped before, I think, is one of the few I've seen him do. They tend to go over easily and sit right in the middle.
They could have called that a double, but a little rough on the timing there. Passing's been really, really good tonight. Let's see if Windham can get to that. It should be a free ball opportunity for Goffstown. Off the block. See, he pancaked that. Yep, that ball's still alive. Set to the outside, tip. Defense got to it, but point Goffstown. Nice rally there. That was a really nice defensive play by Windham. But getting a point here and making it 18-14, it's still a very different game than 19-13.
Right, right.
So here's another important point. Off the block. Just couldn't get to it in time.
Windham seems to be doing a good job of finding just holes in the floor over there that they're putting them right into. They can't seem to get to them in time.
Yeah, they're not swinging. They're tipping and roll shotting to and maybe that's, we'll see what they do in the second game if they come out swinging. See if Goffstown tries to make them defensive adjustments. Nice swing from Borges. Net violation from Windham, so point Goffstown. Rotation, so Pat Mannion will come in, serve.
One point from testing the conjecture.
Well, this time I hope you're wrong.
I hope I am too.
Set to the outside. Big swing for Belmore. Off that block, but down for a kill. He's been swinging really, really, really good the past couple of games.
He has.
Good serve from Mannion. Oh, there's a kill from Windham. Split that block.
We are at 2016. We've hit that magic number.
Nice swing from Borges. Opportunity here for Goffstown. He's going to go to the outside to Belmore. Good cover again from Windham. Right down off that block. There we go. He tipped the last one, killed this one.
Jack Belmore serving.
Yeah, see in this rotation, the setter is in that opposite or that right side position in this 5-1 offense. So Windham is probably going to be going to their outside hitter, which they are right now. Nice block. Nice block by Rapazzo and Borges. Up again. And Borges did get a touch on that. But they look across the court and see one of the shorter players. And yes, you want to set your outside hitter against one of the shorter players who's going to be trying to throw up a block against you. But Noah can jump.
Yeah. It seems that he and Borges have they've done pretty well this season working together. The timing's been good.
Yeah, and that's right. That's an important thing, is to get together and get that wall up there together. So that was definitely out of system ball where Rapazzo took it, but maybe BD had a little flashback to last year where he put that set up. 22-19. It ain't over yet. Game to 25. Nice cover on the defense. Again, couple of nice defensive plays. Good patience off the net. Wow, nice rally. We're having some nice plays here. Tip, cover. This ball's still alive. Excellent dig. Here we go.
This
still
is spectacular.
Yeah. Set to the outside. Opportunity for Goffstown. Back to the outside. Alex Kelly. Net violation. Wow. You hate to see that end on a net violation.
I know.
You like to see that end on a nice kill, but man, that was some fantastic play right there on that rally. Makes it 20, 22-20. Timeout Windham.
Timeout Windham.
Yeah, wow, that was some really excellent defensive play, and they were swinging. The sets were good. Yeah, that was a really nice rally on both sides. And this was the case, too. You got to come out and just play for that next point. Make it 21. Right. Don't worry about them with 22. Make it 21.
Yep.
Make it 22. Point by point. Get yourself up there. So the game is to 25. You got to win by 2.
If they can even just keep that gap closed for a few points. Keep it under 2.
Yep, so Rapazzo's serving, so he's got BD, Collymore, and Kelly as his targets in the front row. And we got Belmore and Garrett Gifford back on defense. There's 21. Set to the outside. Good dig. Nice swing from Kelly. Touch.
No touch.
No touch. It looked like it might have been touched, but 23-21. Just focus on this serve receive. Get a good pass to Rapazzo. Set to the outside. Good cover. Opportunity here. Nice tip from Kelly. Yeah. There we go. 23-22. They're really hustling today. What a difference from the early games in the season, man.
It is spectacular seeing the change. Got Alex serving.
That's long. There we go, 23-23. Next team that can put 2 points in a row together. Good serve. Good cover. Oh, that's not. Oh. Go talk to him.
What was that call?
They called it a carry. He called it a carry, but he punched that up with his palm. It's a very subjective call.
Yep.
But game point here for Windham. Roll shot. Defense is there.
Oh, beautiful dive from Kelly.
Set to the outside. Roll shot again. It's out. It's tied at 24. We're going to overtime.
Woo.
Overtime. We said it early on this was going to be a very evenly matched between these two teams. And so now you got to win by 2. Short to the middle. Out of system ball here, but yeah, double from Collymore. He's new to this right side position, so he's well, oftentimes he does have to take that second ball. He is the second setter on the floor. Little substitution miscue there from Windham. The down ref does have to tell the players, go ahead, go in and out. They do record the in and out substitutions. Set to the middle. Nice kill. Jack Belmore with a kill to tie it at 25.
Jack has been nailing those this season. Mannion serving.
Nice serve. Outside set, roll shot, defense is there. Back to Belmore. Good cover by the Goffstown defense. Tip. Another rally going here. Oh, just hit that long.
Too hard.
Just focus on this point. Tie it up again. Set to the middle. Borges hit. Good cover on the defense again. Good decision by Belmore there. Nope, that's it. So Windham takes the first in overtime, 27-25. Very, very evenly matched game. We had some really good rallies there. We'll be back in 3 minutes while the teams change sides for the second game. All right, welcome back for the start of Game 2 between the Windham Jaguars and Goffstown Grizzlies. Again, this is Matt Kennerson with Marty Kelly. And Windham took the first, 27-25. It's a best of 5, so Goffstown's got to put it together, come up with the next 3, and we'll get out of here in 4 games. Goffstown will start.
They both teams played really well.
They're very evenly matched teams, and they fought hard for every point. There were some really good rallies in that last game.
Oh, nice start.
Opening ace from Rapazzo.
The Windham player looked like he was shocked to find the ball in his hand.
Was he? He did look shocked.
I'm shocked.
It was shocking. Back row attack from Windham. Good defense, good pass. Back set to the right side. Nice swing from Collmore.
That was beautiful.
I mean, we've had kills from all positions. Right side, middle, both middles have had kills. Both outsides have had kills. That ball's in, but it could have been out, and I thought he hit the net with his hand.
I don't know. He gave the point to Windham.
Yeah. Coach Margerson's talking to the down ref about it. To no avail. There's Long.
Even though it's the beginning of the game, I think just getting a start of a couple points right off the bat so quickly must do something to sort of invigorate you when you're on that team that's getting those points.
Well, especially in this game, so what we've seen so far, where it did go, Windham did open up a 4 or 5 point lead, kind of in that middle section of the game,
right,
where all of a sudden it was like maybe 18-13 and then 18-14, 19-15, and then Goffstown closed it up in the early 20s, and then it went point for point again.
Right.
So you really you love it when you get a little run of 3 or 4 points, but man, if you can stop the other team from those runs, then it's all the better.
Right.
Send that deep. Nice. Out of system ball again. Nice set. He'll get better at that. He's only a sophomore. He'll get much better at that if he stays in that opposite position. The ball's out. 5-1 Goffstown lead early in the second. Again, Windham took the first in overtime, 27-25. It's played best of 5 series. So win 3 and you can go home. Nice block. Yep.
Belmore and BD.
Good swing.
Beautiful.
Nice.
That was a nice return from Windham, too. That was well done.
Give it back to him, left-handed tip. That's going to fall. He's under the net. There we go. Up ref called it. That's usually the down ref's job to call that, but the up ref was paying attention.
That's good. And even from that, he basically fell and toppled under the net, and that's still a net violation.
It's still a net going under that. Imagine, it's that line in the middle as well.
Right. Oh.
That's hard to do when it's coming right at your face like that.
Right.
But 6-2 Goffstown lead, Windham serving. Good patience to play that off the net, but see, that's the kind of thing that defense, there's kind of a mistake there. They need to recognize that ball's coming off that net. They need to get up close and cover, because it can be a nice up in the air and they have plenty of time to get to it, or it could just come up a little bit. They didn't hustle there to cover that. Back row attack.
Oh.
So that's kind of hard with just those 2 players in that back row for defense. The setter was working his way up to receive that pass. Ball's alive off the ceiling. Nice block. Yep. Well, and that was a good decision by the Windham player to attack it and actually hit it instead of just free balling it over. But Belmore waited there right at the net, timed it perfectly for the solo block.
Pat Mannion serving. Goffstown's up 8-3. Beautiful.
Nice
block.
double
That
block there. That
Rapazzo,
was Rapazzo and Borges.
team.
Yep. The freshman and the setter.
We're going to come up with a cool nickname for them.
Oh, that ball was on the line and in. 10-3 Goffstown lead here in the second. Mannion still serving. Got a lot of flexing going on from the bench. There's another block, but oh, did he touch it? I thought he might have hit that ball as he was diving over there, but no call, and there's the point, 10-4. Nice set. Nice swing.
Beautiful.
Off the libero. Another kill for Belmore. He's got about 6 or 8 by now.
Yeah. Oh, into the net.
Alex tried to shoot it over, but there's a big block there in front of him.
Yep.
Good decision by BD there to do a back row swing. Yeah, there was a touch on that block. It changed the direction there, but see, we had that little mini run here. This is where you got to stop it. Get the point here, make it 12-7.
Yeah, Windham's definitely rallying, coming back.
So, okay, they called that a carry. But you see how that hit off his arms and then off his face? So that was one continuous motion. That is, you would think that might be a double hit.
That was what I was thinking.
Yeah, but it is a legal play on a serve or on an attack.
Oh, because it was.
It's one motion. He's trying to hit the ball in one thing, and they called it a carry, which was a little weird, but that's all right. Another big rally here, but then Windham hit it long.
Couple nice defensive moves from Goffstown there.
You got Garrett Gifford coming in to serve. So we got BD and Kelly in the front row for targets, and Rapazzo's a front row player here. Double hit.
That sat on the net for about a half an hour before it decided to drop back down on the Windham side.
That's long. All right, 14-8.
Very successfully broke that run that Windham was having.
Oh! I thought that was on the line, but
Yep.
it was very close to where that other call was that he made, but he kind of watched his head. He was looking at it. He's looking down at it. We're a little far away.
Yeah.
Passing has been fantastic so far today. That's a touch off the block. Point, Goffstown. Kill for BD. Pat for Pat swap. Nice block there. Yep, Kelly and BD were up there together. Timeout Windham. Yeah, see, here's a 7-point lead. That's and this is that other phase where, you know, the next point here, you can make it 17-9 instead of 16-10.
Yep.
You know, it starts getting that differential. Every point matters.
Yep. I think some of these timeouts might just be to sort of break the momentum of the other team.
Absolutely, yeah. And the coach, you know, they can talk. The coaches can talk to the players during the game, so
Right.
it's
Nice serve.
get that over. Nice,
Beautifully done.
nice play by Collmore there. Second ball here. Yep, touch off that block.
Yep.
Collmore and BD were up there, and it went off of one of them. Nice right-handed tip from Kelly to put it down for a point, 17-10. And he goes back to serve.
I always kind of like those when they just stand there and all watch it drop. Nobody moved a muscle.
Nice play.
Oh, an attempt at a kick.
Yep.
Didn't work out.
Well, that's all. He kind of was watching it drop there, but that the kick is a legal play. Said Carey reminded me of Alex's stat from last year, Alex Kelly's stat from last year of 100% serving.
Really?
And he was I remember that from the banquet. He was he was a starter. He was the right side. Played just about every game and served just about every game. And he had 100% serving percentage.
He's very,
very consistent.
very consistent.
And he's been so far this year. I mean, I think I can count on one hand the number of serves I've seen him, miss long or overpass, and BD puts it down for another kill. There's that 20-10.
22. Yep. Get another chance to check it. When does it move past conjecture, Matt?
When it's proven. Then I believe it becomes a theorem.
Have it reviewed in a peer journal somewhere.
Yes, it must be peer reviewed.
An obscure sports quarterly. Will have a peer review in it.
Those weird magazines like that. This is a weird story, but my sister's a little bit younger than me. When she was in college, she did a little bit of like photo modeling. She was on the cover of Ferret Quarterly.
What was she doing on the cover of
She was holding a nice little white ferret.
I suppose really you'd have to be, wouldn't you? With the name like that, you'd have to be holding a ferret. not modeling a ferret coat or hat or something.
No,
It seems like
no.
It would be outside their realm there.
Nice swing from BD. Good defense by Windham. Excellent defense from Kelly on that dig. Tip from, yep, there we go.
There it is.
That was a little bit behind him. Good decision by Belmore to tip that over, and we'll take the point.
22-11 now.
Oh, I didn't see it. Nick Martin was in there for the little defensive run.
You were too involved in the ferret story,
I was.
which was fascinating.
I'll have to apologize to him after the game. Well, stop bringing up obscure magazines.
Ferret Fancier would be a good name for the magazine.
That's a carry. Here comes Mac Porter into the game. Give Jack Belmore a little rest here with the 23-11 score, so he'll hopefully get some swings here from the outside. This is an excellent use of the bench by the coach with a 23-12 lead. You know, give those, you know, even to if Goffstown pulls this out in straight, you know, you're playing a fourth game. Down on the Windham side here, we got game point for the second game. So we've got 12 game points, 12 opportunities to win this game. Good defensive dig by Porter. Set to him. Nice swing, got it over. Free ball opportunity here from Goffstown. Porter and Borges got that block and then covered it, but the attack was long. So 24-13, down to 11 game points. A little bit of a rally here. Back row attack from Kelly, hit it long. 10 game points.
Kelly doesn't usually take those hits. Guys are
Well,
usually a little slower, a little more directed, I guess.
Set to the middle, Borges. Yeah.
Nice block from Windham.
There were definitely two of them there. Did they get together for a triple block?
I did not
I don't think so, but yeah, the outside and the middle got together on that.
I was still thinking about ferrets. Beautiful tip over by Borges.
No, there's a kill from the Windham middle.
8 game points left. They're climbing, clawing their way back. Clawing like a ferret.
It's all right. This is an important thing to get him some court time right here.
I don't think I've seen a team hold on this long with the other team having 24 points.
Good
Nice
defensive
return.
dig from Kelly. There you go.
Oh,
that
no, you
overpass,
don't.
and
That
Borges
was
put that
nice.
down. That's off of, that's illegal.
There
Okay,
we go.
you see that? That went
Yeah.
off of Rapazzo's head, sent the ball over, and then Windham put it into net. So Goffstown takes the second here, tied now 1-1. and it was 25-17. Goffstown took the lead. Teams will switch sides again, and we'll be back in for the third game momentarily. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at the Goffstown High School Gymnasium for Game 3 between the Windham Jaguars and Goffstown Grizzlies in boys volleyball. Teams split the first 2 games of this match. Windham took the first one, 27-25, and Goffstown took the second one, 25-17. That's going to go long. Yep, good decision by Garrett Giffords in the back row there, and he gets some help from his bench there. That's part of their job, is to watch that line and tell that defensive specialist if that ball's going to go in or out, and they definitely helped on that one.
Yep, they have a better view of it for sure.
And again, very early in the third here, 2-1 Windham lead. Looks like the same lineup for Goffstown. Collymore, Britton Doucette, and Kelly hitting out of the front row.
Oh.
Yeah, that was tough playing that ball off the ceiling. He was getting to it, but that was a hard hit, but a good dig by Belmore. Just went up and hit the ceiling, came down at a little different angle. Windham floor captain talking to the official. And that's the only person that can talk to the official, is the floor captain. Coaches cannot talk to the up official. Any other player except the floor captain is the only one that can talk to the up ref. And if the up ref wants to tell a coach something, he'll call the floor captain over and tell them, and they'll relay the message.
Why is that?
Yeah,
just
it's just
orderly.
It's kind of one of those weird protocols. And net violation from Windham. It's one of those weird protocols, and you'll see the players when the ref signals for them to switch sides. He'll give a command, and he'll put one hand in front of him, the other one behind his back.
Right.
And as we're looking at the court, the team on the right, which is Goffstown right now, will switch sides and walk to the bench towards the table. The other team has to come around, all the way around the up ref's position to get to the other bench. It's kind of one of those weird protocol things.
Sure. This is another point
for point.
Yeah.
And then you'll see the substitutions all have to happen between the net and the 3-meter line for a substitution, and they have to wait for the down ref to call them in or say go ahead, and they'll record the sub. But the libero is a free substitution. You know, Goffstown doesn't run a libero. Windham is the player in the green shirt.
Yep.
And you'll see when he goes off, he has to go off the court behind that 3-meter line. It's again one of those really little nuances or protocol things.
So it's up to the coach whether they run a libero or not?
Yeah, and it's going to depend on the skill sets of the players, and with if they have a player that can be a libero, it's just easier to run a libero, get them in and off of the court.
This is a contested call here.
Yeah. That it hit the pin.
Yeah.
So Mel can argue with the down ref.
And she is.
Coach
She's
Martinson,
not happy.
Yeah.
He's doing a spectacular job of ignoring her.
That's probably one of the best traits of an official. Ignore the coaches. Little 3-point rally here for Windham, opening up a 7-4 lead. It was 4-4. This might be a good time for a timeout.
Oh. Ben, good call, Matt. You have. Would you like to start your own conjecture here? The 4-point lead timeout?
Well, that and the other place for a timeout is when you have a lead, and it's usually the coach will take it like, say it's like, you're winning like 23-20, or even had like maybe a 5-point lead or something like that, or at 20, and maybe it's 20-15, and now it's 16, 17, 18, 19. Well, you take that timeout before they tie you. Yeah.
Right.
And then conversely, if you had an even bigger lead and it's like 22-15,
Oh,
and
off the chest.
there you go, legal
It
play.
worked.
Just hit them where the defense ain't.
Yep.
So they are playing that perimeter defense where they're starting outside at the perimeter and they have to work up. So they really just, they're always coming up on those balls. So the tips tend to be a little bit more effective. Good decision to attack that ball.
Yep.
We'll have the pat for pat switch.
Pat for pat.
Set to the outside. Set to our outside.
No.
Belmore with the kill. Nice play to get that ball over the net by Windham. Short to the middle. Good cover by Mannion on defense. Set to Belmore again. Down the line, but out. He likes those out at the pin where he can go line like that. That's a really good feature or skill for the outside to have, is be able to hit those cross, deep cross, shallow cross, and then down the line. Just hit around the block, hit where the defense isn't. Back row attack from Kelly. Nice. Stolen kill. So the first player touched it.
Yep.
If it went down at that point, it's a kill. But that Windham player got a touch on it for a second touch, so it's a stolen kill. It's an attack point, but it's not a kill.
Okay.
Belmore taught me that last year during the girls' season. Well, kill from Windham. These are two evenly matched teams. This is a good match.
It is.
It's been very good play on both sides so far. So now the libero's off. So when he comes back on the court, you'll see he just comes on and the player goes off. It's a free substitution.
Right.
And now he's going to come back on. He's come in for that, and then the server, the player who just served, went off. So libero's back on. Borges out and Gifford in for the defensive specialist and to serve. Opportunity for Goffstown. Nice pass. There we go. Short set.
Nice.
Off the block for a kill. The middles love those too. Timing is really, really important on that, and those two have done a really nice job of putting that together.
They have.
There's an ace.
All right.
Nice cover by Mannion. Just couldn't get to it. Oh. So those tips are very effective in this game.
Goffstown's closing it up.
And I hope by broadcasting these games, some of like the middle school boys in Goffstown see this and realize what a fast and strong game volleyball can be.
We could take out an ad in Ferret Fancier to let them know.
I'm not sure Ferret Quarterly exists anymore.
That would be a bitter disappointment.
That was a
to the
long
ferreting
time
world.
ago. That ball's still alive.
That was.
We're going to call it a carry on the libero. That's a subjective call. Goffstown's closed this gap here. It's 12-11. Rapazzo's still serving. Good swing from Kelly and a kill.
Kelly gets a kill. See, I said that was out of character for the way he normally plays, but he's proven me wrong for this game. It was nicely done.
Tied at 12. Yeah, they clawed right back into this with some really nice attacks. Keep serving at that libero, man. That's a good choice. Nice play from Giffords. Hit from BD. Off the ceiling, it changed direction. So we had one that it hit the ceiling and dropped down where changed direction, and same thing happens to Windham.
Goffstown up by 1 now. Rapazzo serving.
One of the parents from Hollis Brookline, and I don't know if the camera can see it in the angle, but we've got like the batting cage net above us here in the bleachers.
Yep.
Apparently in the Hollis Brookline gym, there's a double. They installed it over the middle of the gym floor. So it took like 5 or 6 feet off of the ceiling.
I remember that. It did.
So the team was complaining that, it's there really for baseball over the winter and baseball and softball over the winter, but they need to take it down for the spring volleyball season.
There was actually this year there's a ball that got stuck up there.
Oh, wow.
It went up and just never came down.
Goffstown took the lead here, 14-13. Good play off the net, but couldn't get to the third one. 15-13 Goffstown lead here. It's a game of momentum, too. Then you keep this going right here.
Yep.
And that's where you got to hit them. Hit him at the setter. Back set to BD. Off the block, good cover.
Nice block.
So here you go, out of system ball, but BD can put that set up.
Oh,
nice chicken wing flip up from Belmore. Opportunity from Goffstown. We got another little rally going here. Good pass. Short set to the middle. Blocked.
Blocked. BD.
Windham got a hand on it for the cover, but it went out. This has been some really nice rallies here.
Yeah.
This has been probably the best game to watch.
Definitely.
As a spectator for all year.
The games that are slaughters are not quite so satisfying.
Well, yeah,
to watch.
playing a 13-0 team twice and losing in straight sets versus, a good evenly matched team later in the season where the skills are getting better, the passing's getting better, the swings are getting better, the serving's more consistent.
Yep. And they start working at the timings for the blocks and the plays.
Yeah, you start going to like they said, that cross that they worked yesterday against Londonderry was, that's like next level stuff.
Yep.
Good patience from Rapazzo to get that ball off the net, but tied at 16. This is much more reminiscent of the first game where they kind of went back and forth, and Goffstown kind of dominated that second game. Good cover on the defense. Nice swing and a kill from Belmore. He's got to be up to 10 or 12 by now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's having a really good match.
Pat for pat switch.
So they do keep stats on hitters, total attacks and kills, and so you can get a hitting percentage. Kind of something that everybody knows. Baseball, they do batting average.
Yep.
What's a really good batting average? If a major league player hits this number for his career, he's going to the Hall of Fame. It's 300.
Okay.
So he's successful 30% of the time. So hitting percentage in volleyball is very, very similar. If you get an outside hitter that's hitting like 30%, that's a really good hitter. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody gets blocked. Balls go long like that.
Yep.
Balls go on the line, and it's a subjective call in or out. You know, a couple of those either way, and it can make some big difference in your hitting percentages. 19-17 Goffstown, Mannion serving. Another tip.
Dropped it where they weren't, and it worked.
And actually in volleyball, hitting percentage can go negative because an error counts against you.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so you'll see, you know, every once in a while that you'll get, especially, and it really, unlikely over the course of a season, but you can get a hitter that is an individual game that is hitting negative for that game. All right, we're tied at 19. So this is a good one for the conjecture.
It will, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Nice recovery.
There's a touch on that, yep, touch on that block, good recovery. Tip, good. There we go. There was some really good net play. Yeah,
right.
That's a double.
All right.
Well, here we go. We're at 20.
20 for Goffstown.
Belmore to serve. Should be a free ball opportunity. Use it, use it, use it. Set to the middle, Borges. Off the block, that ball's still alive. Good decision to play it at the net. Back row attack. That never went over, 4 hits. 21.
Belmore serving.
Oh, okay. So, yep, off the ceiling and down on the opponent's side, so that ball's out. He was in the right place, though, got his hands on it. Just a little, there's a strong hit, and it's tough to, you gotta absorb that energy off the hit, and because you want a nice high pass for the setter. Set to Kelly, off the block. Nice tip by Borges. Excellent dig. Oh, and a bump kill. That counts as a kill.
Excellent.
That's a bump kill for well, excellent dig by BD to chase that ball down, and then Belmore put it over where the defense wasn't. 22-20. Timeout, Windham. Just again, try to stop that momentum before it gets too far away from you. Yep, just keep doing what you're doing. They're making excellent passes. They're making good decisions on some of the balls to actually swing at them instead of just free balling them over.
Right.
And they've been hitting well. So it's all kind of all 3 facets of the game. The passing, setting, and hitting has been executed pretty well tonight for Goffstown. And Windham's done it too. I mean, this is a very close game. Good serve from Gifford. Back row attack. Give it back to Beatty in the middle. Get to the cover.
Oh. Good try from Mannion and Kelly. Didn't quite make it in time.
So we're at 22-21, Goffstown lead, Windham serving. That's long. There we go, 23.
Switching pats.
This is a good way to close out with three attack players in the front row. They're going to call somebody under the net, yeah. I don't know who it was, but number 3.
Collimore.
All right, we're tied at 23 here. This is very reminiscent of the first game.
It is. They're going to be fighting, clawing for each point here.
Just get that ball over. There you go. Good pass. Set to Collimore. Off the block for a kill. Beautiful. 24-23.
Game point.
Game point for Goffstown.
Kelly serving for this.
There's that's a textbook kill right there.
Tied up at 24.
Well, we're going to overtime definitely on this one too. Give it back to him. Touch. Yep, there we go.
There we go. Another.
Doesn't matter if there's a touch on the block or not. Ball's out, 25-24 Goffstown.
So if there's a touch on the block and another player touched it, is that a kill still? Or
no, that would be a stolen kill.
Okay, that's what you explained before. Got it.
Short to the middle. Defense isn't there.
Nice dig from Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly
Does
almost
not
got to it.
Tied up at 25. I'm gonna have to call out and get a pizza delivered, Matt. We're gonna be here all night.
They might have some. They might have some out at the concession stand.
That
It's kind of funny that the doors down there at the gym, and like during the girls' season, you have to run the concession stand during the varsity. Parents run it during the JV game, and but you sit there and watch the game through the window.
We had a good rally going here.
That's out.
Yes,
there we go.
Belmore, good decision. Let it go.
26-25.
Potential game point. Pat Mannion serving. Oh, and it's long. Tied up at 26.
Serve, yeah. We were tied at 19, but then this is the first lead that Windham's had. Since that tie at 19. Keep swinging. Blocked up. Well, Windham takes this one, 28-26. So we're going to go to a fourth game here with a must-win for Goffstown. Teams will switch side, and we'll be back for the fourth game here in a few minutes. All right, we're back on GTV with Game 4 between the visiting Windham Jaguars and Goffstown Grizzlies. This is Matt Henderson with Marty Kelly. Windham's got a 2-1 lead. And there's a block,
Nice
and
block.
Goffstown will take the first point in the fourth. Wyndham won the first game in overtime, 27-25. Goffstown took the second, 25-17, and then Windham came back and after a 19-19 tie, and then took the third, 28-26. So we're going to a Goffstown must win this game to continue the match and play a fifth. It's a best of 3.
Windham poked a hole in my first to 20 conjecture.
That's true. That's true.
They got-
Well, and if
Goffstown got to 21st, and Windham still took the game.
and so I believe your conjecture is dead. Sorry. Never to be spoken of again.
I'm going to think it very loudly.
That's all right. It lasted for about 3 matches, though.
It,
3 or 4.
It's a tendency. Maybe it's not a conjecture. It's a tendency, not a law.
Okay. All right.
The first to 20 tendency. I'm going to go with that.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Good decision to swing at it. It just didn't work out. It was a bold decision.
Let's see how it works out for him.
3-1 Windham lead here early in the third or fourth.
Oh,
there was go.
That was close.
Yep. So
Last minute decision to let it go. A smart one.
Yep. And it's maybe it's easier for the boys to jump out of the way. They don't have the long hair. In one of the club season games, the girl ducked out of the way, but the ball touched her hair. Yeah, it's a touch.
Wow. Goffstown just tied this up very quickly. 3-3. Got Alex serving.
You got the same lineup here for Goffstown.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Beautiful block.
That's-
and over
yep.
the.
That's
That
a
was
lie.
off his foot.
It's off his foot.
It
It's
was
a
a
live,
nice
but
kick.
yep, just went out.
Volley soccer.
Well, way back when, it would be a violation. You could only hit the body of the ball from like the waist up. And actually, it used to the old rules of like people my age.
They had
who
volleyball
were-
back then?
Yeah, they did. There's another nice
Beautiful
kill from
kill.
BD. But yeah, it was a very, very different game back in high school in the 80s. Late 80s.
Everything was different in the 80s.
Everything, yeah.
It's all more fluorescent.
I seem to remember a lot of jean jackets, too.
Ah. And big hair. Really big hair. Goffstown making an impressive recovery. 6-4. They're up 2 now. Got BD serving.
But one of the rules, too, was on a serve, you could only bump pass it. You couldn't overhand pass it. And if the ball touched the net, it was out.
That I remember.
The big difference, though, was the rally scoring,
Right.
where a point is scored on every serve as opposed to touch. Yep,
Yes,
we got
they
the
called
touch.
that for the touch.
Yeah, you could definitely see the angle of that ball take off.
Mannion coming in for Collimore now.
But yeah, with that side-out scoring, games were only to 15, and but you didn't, unless you would earn a side-out, you'd get the serve back. You could only score on your serve.
So when
But
people are calling for side outs, is that just kind of harkening back to those?
Yeah, exactly,
It's not really
exactly.
a thing anymore.
It's
then,
not
is that
really
what
a thing. I mean, you get the serve.
Right. But it doesn't. Yeah. You can get a point now whether you got the serve or not.
Absolutely. Out.
Good decisions. Let it
Yep.
go.
9-5. Here's another little mini run from Goffstown. It was tied at 4. Yeah, timing was hard on that back set to the middle there, and he had to try to tip it over, just couldn't reach it.
Nice serve from Mannion.
Good cover from Belmore. To the middle. Excellent defense from Mannion. Good tip from Belmore, and that ball's in.
Excellent.
Really nice defensive dig from Pat Mannion there. Timeout Windham. Stop that momentum. And I bring my bleacher seat for the next.
We should have big recliners up here.
And all the games we've done so far this year have been straight games. Three games and go home and eat supper. This one's lasting a little bit longer, and that's all right.
Have to get up and do yoga between games or something.
Yeah, but two of those losses for Goffstown this year have been against Timberlane. Timberlane's 13-0, and they've won 12 of those games in straight games.
Wow.
12 of those matches in straight games.
Yep.
They've only lost one game to 25 all year, and that's been to BG.
That's spectacular.
So they're definitely a powerhouse for this year. Nice
block from
BD. That ball's still alive. It's got to go over, though.
And it does. Oh, Belmore gets to it and puts it over.
Back set to the right side. Good dig from BD. There was a they called that 4 hits. I thought they might have. I thought the Windham defense may have touched that ball, but they didn't.
So even if it never actually clears the net, if their defense touches it, it resets to.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
It would reset for 3 new touches.
Nice return
Nice
from
dig
Kelly.
from Kelly. Off the block, another kill. That was a one-handed palm push set from Rapazzo. Beautiful set, and Belmore's been swinging really, really good today.
He has. We're at 12-2. Belmore serve. Or 12-6.
12-6.
Excuse me. Belmore serving.
Oh, that was one of those lucky bounces that kind of rolled down the tape and fell in.
Yep.
Good decision.
Beautiful.
Excellent decision by Borges there.
Nicely done.
He had the excellent timing. Good decision. That was a bold move, and it worked out for him.
It did. It certainly did.
Gifford coming in to serve. He's been very consistent with his serving so far tonight. Good defense from Mannion. Oh, they're going to call that a carry. Again, that subjective call.
Yep.
Outside the BD. Got to tip it off the block down. The Pat for Pat switch again. And Rapazzo serving with a 14-8 lead. Must win this game for Goffstown to continue the match to a 5th. Windham with the 2-1 lead in games. Out of system ball, but Collymore took it, put up a good set. Here we go again, another opportunity.
Oh,
the timing
was
yeah.
off on that one.
That was a pretty good rally.
It was.
Just a little too high on the set. Little too early on the jump. But that has been effective for them this year. 14-9. Really good serve receive tonight too from Goffstown. Stolen kill.
Stolen kill. I knew that. I learned something new tonight. Probably just pushed something else out of my brain, I'm afraid, though. I don't remember my phone number anymore.
You learned about Ferret Quarterly.
I did. I will retain that forever. No matter how hard I try to forget, I will remember that forever.
There'll be some obscure reason that for someday you actually meet my sister who lives 400 miles away. Introduce you. Another
I
bump
remember
kill.
you from Ferret Quarterly. I still have that. Still have that issue. Does she do any more ferret modeling lately?
No.
Seems like it'd be tough to get gigs making a living doing that.
Yeah, like I said, she must have been about 16, 17 years old when that was going on. Got a rally going here. Oh, little misjudged that. He wasn't sure whether he should take that as a second ball and set it or try to attack it. 16-10. Good pass. Back set. Libero's right there for the cover. Opportunity again for Goffstown. There's that quick set in the middle for a kill. There we go. We got Isaac Borges coming back in for his 3 rotations in the front row.
Oh, short serve. Very short.
That ball fell. That was in.
The Pat switching. Mannion serving. 18-11.
Good defensive cover.
Nice
Blocked by Borges and Rapazzo again, yeah. So the girls are getting kind of preparing for their season. They can have some open gyms, and they'll just the players will get together and hit the ball around a little bit and scrimmage each other. And before the boys were waiting for their bus to go to an away game, and of course it's a girls' net, which is 6 inches shorter. Rapazzo blocked Bridget Kennison, my daughter. Here's the 20. What was it again?
A tendency. Now we're at the 20 tendency. I'm still going to stand behind it as a tendency, not an irrefutable law, but it tends to work out. We're at 20-11 now. It is a pretty big spread.
$21-11. Good block
Beautiful
again
block
by Borges.
The great wall of Borges there. They are not going to be able to recover from that. 22-11.
Kind of played at the net there.
Yeah.
It rolled, it fell down, hit it up, rolled back down. With a 23-11 lead here, we got Nolan Diddy, number 5, coming in to give Noah Rapazzo a little rest here before the 5th game, assuming we're going to go to a 5th.
Oh!
So the weight.
That's like the net you were talking about at Hollis Brookline.
Yeah, very rarely does it hit our weight hanging down in the middle.
The precarious weight of Damocles dangling over their heads. Oh, and that is the game.
The game, 25-11. So we're going to a 5th.
We need recliners and pizza, Matt. That's what we need tonight. Recliners and pizza.
All right, so now we'll be back here for the start of the 5th in momentarily. All right, we're back for Game 5 between the visiting Windham Jaguars and Goffstown Grizzlies.
It's going to be a good game, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
This
This one, a deciding game, best of 5. This is the 5th. Each team is 1-2. And this game will only be played to 15, and you still must win by 2. Windham took the first, 27-25. Goffstown came back, 25-17. Windham then in overtime, 28-16. And then Goffstown, 25-11 in the 4th.
It was 28-26.
28-26, yep. In the 3rd. Rapazzo serving here. And Windham will take that first point off a kill. Every point is critical in this. You know, because we've seen in the earlier games, you get up to that 10 point and you get on a little mini run. Every point is so important here.
Oh, and they gave up a point. Served short.
This is a pretty good crowd here tonight for the boys' game.
It is. They're excited now, too. And Alex Kelly serving for Goffstown. 1-1.
Deep. It's off the ceiling. It's got to go over. There we go. Opportunity for Goffstown. Set to Belmore on the outside. Off the block.
Oh.
Stolen kill, but it will take the point.
Oh,
2-1 Goffstown lead. And Mr. Consistency going back for serving.
Let's hope he stays that way for this.
Good rally going here.
Oh.
That little roll shot fell into the defense there. Tied it 2. Really got to minimize the mistakes here. Oh, beautiful, beautiful swing. Nice back set from Rapazzo. Well, it started with a beautiful pass, nice set, and a really nice kill from the right side for BD.
Everything worked out in that one. Oh.
4 hits.
That was 4, yeah. 4-2 Goffstown. BD serving again.
Oh. He got caught in that in-between. That ball was real high and had to almost bring his arms up to defend himself on that. That was a very well-placed serve. Tied at 4 now.
And they still have to win by 2, Matt?
Yes, they do. Nice. Nice swing and hit from Belmore for the kill. 5-4 lead. What do you bet this one goes to overtime too?
I'm thinking it's looking that way.
I just wanted to put him away, but
it does make it more exciting.
Either way, it's an exciting 5th game.
It is beautiful. Oh,
they're going to call that a carry. A little too much contact on it to get the ball up in the air. Tied at 5. Let's play a game to 10.
Off the ref's face.
That's how close this game has been. We could have started this an hour and 45 minutes ago, and we could have a 1-0 lead in a game to 10. Now it's a game to 9.
Yep.
Just minimize those mistakes. Keep swinging like they've been swinging. Keep passing like they've been passing. Here we go. Back row attack. Oh, pushed it deep.
Oh, beautiful. Oh.
Net violation from Windham. We'll take that.
Yeah.
We'll take that. That's a break, but we'll take that 7-6 lead.
That was a nice dig from Rapazzo after a beautiful return. 7-6. Goffstown's up by 1. Belmore serving.
Opportunity here for Goffstown to the middle.
Oh.
4 hits, but it was out anyway. Even if there was a touch on that, the recover off the block went way high and out. There's a nice kill from Windham. Takes the 8-7 lead. This is going back point for point. Has there been there's been a, maybe it was a 4-2 Goffstown lead, but otherwise it's just been a 1-point lead or tied?
I think so.
Short set. Good defense from Kelly.
Very nice hit from Windham.
Good point for a timeout here because we're getting close. Now here's your tendency and their tendency to 10 maybe.
The tendency
for a game to 15.
We'll see how it works. I haven't seen many go this far actually.
Yeah, the so far this year, Goffstown, their first game of the season was went to 5 and lost to BG. Otherwise, it's been a win-or-loss in straight sets, except for one game against Londonderry. Windham, they've coming off 3 losses here. They lost in straight sets to BG, but went to 5 against Pinkerton and went to 5 against Hollis Brookline. So this is their 3rd game in a row going to 5.
Brief break. Scorekeeper was
chasing down a ball.
I don't think so.
Oh. Yep, over the net attack. So that ball was on our side of the net.
Right.
It would have been playable. And the Windham player reached over the top of the net and hit the ball down.
Okay.
So we'll take it. Hit out, no touch on the block, tied at 9.
This is
good use of the timeout back at 9-7 for
yep.
Coach Margerson. And Garrett Gifford serving.
Nice block.
There we go.
Kelly. Goffstown's up by 1 now.
Every point is so critical right here.
It is. With Garrett serving. Another block.
Yeah, that never went over, but it's a hitting error, but it will take the point regardless. Timeout Windham with a 2-point Goffstown lead. Again, game's at 2-2. We're playing a 5th to 15. You must win by 2. Goffstown's got the 11-9 lead. We said it right off. This was going to be a close game between evenly matched teams, and they both played some really, really good volleyball.
They did.
You know, there's mistakes on both sides, but for the most part, there's been good passing, good defense, good setting, and the swings. There have been some really, really powerful hits here.
Yep. The crowd is getting excited.
Good serve from Gifford. Nice dig and pass. Oh, just couldn't get to that.
No, nice.
But again, these rallies keep getting longer.
They do. They do.
So we got BD and Kelly in the front row with Rapazzo doing the setting. Gifford's, Mannion, and Belmore in the back as defense. Windham serving. Goffstown 11-10 lead. Good pass. Here's a set to the outside. BD puts it down.
Beautiful kill from BD.
12-10.
Going at it point for point. Switching pats.
So now we got Collmore coming to the front row. Rapazzo will serve. So we got Kelly, BD, and Collmore as the targets in the front. Garrett Gifford and Jack Belmore back on defense.
Nice serve from Rapazzo.
Back row attack.
Oh,
blocked.
That was a nice block from Windham.
Yeah, those are hard to block. That's why they're so effective. Those back row attacks are very effective. It's hard to get a block up on there, but Windham did it that time.
12-11, Goffstown's up by 1, Windham serving.
Ball's good off the ceiling.
Oh, I did not think that was going to clear the net, and it did.
And a total block. Collmore and BD. 13-11. And that was, on that just before that swing and block, Garrett Gifford made a good decision to at least put a swing on the ball to get it over instead of just free balling it over.
Right.
He sent it deep enough. Kelly serving. Good serve. Opportunity here, but sent over. Another kill from Belmore.
14-11.
And that's again an excellent decision to swing and attack that ball instead of just, he had to backpedal for it, he had to reach behind him, but he still put some oomph on the ball.
He did.
And it went down for a kill.
Yep.
He could have just free balled that over. Match point here for Goffstown. Opportunity, good pass. Set to the middle. Oh, blocked by Windham. All right, 14-12. We got another match point here. You just got to be thinking, do what we've done all game.
Right,
Good serve receive here. There it is. Set to the outside. Belmore. Down for the kill. Goffstown wins. Goffstown wins.
That was a spectacular afternoon
15-12.
You know what? For any team like Windham now, they have to, even though they lost, they have to.
They have to take,
exactly.
Feel good about the way they played.
Yeah, and they played against an equally matched team. Both teams did a spectacular job this afternoon.
It was a great game this afternoon. This has been Matt Kennerson with Marty Kelly. Thanks, Marty.
Thank you, Matt. It's always a pleasure.
We've got 3 games on the road next week, but we'll be back the week after that for the final 2 home games.
All right. Looking forward to it.
All right. Thank you. This is Matt Kennerson, and joining me is senior Garrett Gifford from Goffstown Boys Volleyball. What an exciting game today.
Oh, yeah.
You guys went to 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
It's really the first game of the season you went to 5, but this one you guys pulled it out. What was the floor like? What were you guys talking about? What were your discussion during the game?
Well, we had the momentum going into the 5th set, which was awesome. So we really just kept with it, and we didn't get down after we lost a couple sets. We kept it going and kept the energy up, and that's what pushed us through.
Absolutely. And you guys, it was point for point, and then you guys had a little couple of rallies there, and then kept it going.
Yeah, the runs really get us going, and that's what pushes us to just get it.
Excellent.
It was
excellent.
amazing.
Yeah. So you guys came in with you brought your record to 5-5, moved up the spot in the standings. Keeping that spot, looks like you'll get that first home game in the playoffs, which is very, very important.
That's huge for us. Yeah, we need
Absolutely.
that one. Yep.
So now last year you were more of an outside hitter role. This year you've kind of changed roles and coming into serve and then playing that defensive specialist.
Yeah, last year coach had me around a lot. It was my first year playing, so I was kind of bouncing around. So I really got a lot of experience in different places, and my passing during trials and everything, it really improved. So she noticed that, and she thought I'd be good as defensive specialist, and I think I've played the role pretty good.
Yeah, you've embraced that role, and that's the one thing. Seeing you guys in the early games of the season to what you're doing now, the serving. The passing is improved dramatically. And that's just so much easier for Noah to then get a hittable ball to the setters. It all starts with that pass, and that's what you DSs do.
Yeah,
and
that's great.
That's
I had a couple
thing.
bad passes in the end, but my teammates were right there for me, and they picked it up right there, and it was amazing.
And that's the thing. You've got everybody makes a bad pass. Everybody hits the ball long. Everybody serves.
But we all got
our
backs. We all got each other's backs. That's
Absolutely.
Great.
And you just have to forget about that point and move on to the next one.
Absolutely.
Great. All right, you're a senior. You're going to be graduating soon. What are your plans for next year?
I'm going in the Air Force after.
Excellent.
I'm going to be an air traffic controller.
Excellent choice. So you've got that lined up?
Yep,
right.
Everything. I got the job. I'm leaving September 26th. I'm really excited. I'm wicked excited. It's a great opportunity.
Yeah, hopefully, there's a lot of opportunities there for staying in the service, for getting an excellent skill, and then coming out.
GI Bill, I can go to college if I want.
Absolutely.
Anything.
Sounds like you're a man with a plan, and it's a very good plan.
And hopefully I'll be playing volleyball in the Air Force too. They have men's leagues and everything in there, so I'll definitely be trying to do that.
Yeah, and really for only having 2 years of experience in high school, the play has been phenomenal. It's been really fun to watch.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your service here, going into the Air Force, and good luck with the rest of the school. And don't worry about the drill sergeants; they're big teddy bears.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm tough too. I can handle it.
Excellent. All right. Well, this has been Matt Kennerson with Garrett Giffords and from Goffstown Volleyball.
Thank you.
Thank you.